Hello, and welcome to another episode of Better Cocktails at Home. I'm Brian Johnson, and we're here in the Quarterdeck Club, our home bar, and we're wrapping up the month of June, which we covered all the topics around our home bar here. First episode, we kind of talked about, really give you a tour of the space, some of the concepts behind it, how we're kind of building it out, some of our strategies. Second episode, we talked about lighting and the importance of that, and a little bit of the audio. And then last episode, we talked all about the porthole, which is kind of a centerpiece of our home bar. So I feel like we've really gone in depth and covered pretty much everything I can think of really about our home bar, and just trying to really open and try to let it serve as a reference for other people that are starting to build their own spaces out. So kind of like what the future holds. That's really kind of what this episode's about. So it's going to be pretty short, but we're kind of in maintenance mode to some degree here, just kind of keeping stuff cleaned up and kind of just keeping things maintained. I've got more ideas though and stuff I'd like to do that fits with the space and things like that. So one idea I have, as I'd like to eventually do it, is I'd like to build some kind of display for sort of marine creatures, like a scientific display, something you might see like in the salon of the Nautilus with Captain Nemo, because he kept specimens from his voyages. And so just starting to collect some of these things. I've got a couple here. If you have any information where I can get more, like either invertebrates or vertebrates that I can use in some sort of display, let me know. That'd be awesome. But yeah, so stuff like that where I'm kind of just going to be collecting stuff specifically. I've got some ideas for some new kind of effects for our home bar that'll still be subtle, but I still think will fit really well. So there's all these kind of things I've just got circling out there that I'll probably start to dabble in eventually, but I'm really happy where we are right now. And I think as you kind of build out your own home bars, you'll kind of get to that point too where you've got it kind of sort of the base built and what you've kind of want to kind of stop with at that point. But then there's always ways you can kind of optimize it and just try to create a little bit better space or more immersion or just different styling. So yeah, it's just kind of at this point now it's going to be collecting certain things and really focusing on a couple effects I'd like to do. But yeah, so that's kind of our entire home bar, the Quarterdeck Club. And so thanks so much for watching these episodes. I hope they've been kind of informative, and we're going to get back to cocktails next month and doing cocktails. But over once in a while, as I kind of start to build out some new things, hopefully we'll give an update on the home bar and just kind of let people see how it develops over time. Because I think that's an important part of creating a home bar, not just letting it static, right? Because then it becomes one of those basement things from like the 60s or 70s that your grandparents had, and like literally the same thing, which if you take it in a time capsule and like 50 years later, it can be really cool, but over time, sometimes that progression is just really static. So I'm just trying to think of how you can keep it dynamic and keep it growing. So yeah, so that's kind of all about our home bar, the Quarterdeck Club. So thanks so much for watching Better Cocktails at Home, and we're going to see you next time.